Alright YouTube, as promised, cleared out some of the garage. I've got the engine down on, I put it on dolly. I thought this would be a lot easier, which it was, to get it into place. And I put it on the lift that we bought. Just gotta figure out what size we need, smaller. 22 looks good. And now we can just jack this into position. I think we will be okay. I also think maybe the engine, because this has to go in here, I'm wondering if I take the engine. Oh man, I forgot how this is. Let's see. Let's pull it out for a second. Try to get it centered on there first off. Second off. Bring it back a bit. That way, I think if we go up, this will clear the suspension parts, and I'll be able to just raise it into place and slide it back just a touch. I think this will work. We'll see. I guess if I need a 22 mil, I can do this with a socket a lot faster and easier. So let's do that. We're gonna get this right in here. We've got the bolts for it right here, which I'll bring those over with us. Should be wearing gloves again. On the ground. 22 sockets. I always move. Oh, there it is. I always lose this wrench. It ends up just getting buried in here. Should switch the drawers, like one of the lower, bigger drawers, my sockets, because I've got so many of them now. Now I put the spacers back in, and I drove them all the way in so that we would have less issue with this. The only thing I can think is maybe spinning the engine 180 degrees on this lift so that we're jacking up from the front there, because it looks like there's more clearance. Might be the only thing different we have to do. But there are only two spots that this holds in before, you know, to hold the engine fully or partially in. And it's here and here. We're gonna leave it on the lift once we get those in, because there's other secondary mounting points that we're gonna work with, but we're gonna get it up in there at least. Yep, like I thought, we're just barely hitting here. So I'm gonna try to do without breaking anything. Is maybe slide the engine back a bit on this. Okay, we're not touching there, not touching there. That's safe, that's safe. Let's get these harnesses out of here. Not 100% where they connect to yet, but I don't think it's below the engine. Let's grab the chain, which is hitting over here, and move this over here, out of the way. Engine may have gone actually just a touch too high. Still too high. Okay, we are in. We are in. Now the engine is, I mean, officially back in the bike. But we also need to wait. It's good. We need to take these and make sure they're connected all the way across. There we go. So, the bottom is going to look exactly the same. See this gap here? What I have to do now is take, I forget what this is, 12 mil. No, not even 12, 8 mil. 6, 8, one of these. And I need to loosen it. But Zan, you're trying to tighten everything. Yeah, I know. Start with a 6. It's probably 8. Definitely not a 7. 8 mil. It's going to be 7, ready? In between. So if I loosen this now, it's going to spin this spacer. This spacer helps lock the engine in to the frame. And now that it's locked in the frame there, we'll be able to come back. And there might be a coupling on here that I need first. We'll find that out. Because we have to put a bolt on the other side. There we go. Bolt wasn't in all the way. That makes sense. So now that it's locked in, now we got a bolt on the other side. And I just got to come back and hold this to make sure when we tighten it, it doesn't spin that. Now I do the same thing for the one down below. Is we have to first make sure we get it in all the way. It doesn't seem to be 100% in. So maybe that top one being that tight's not a good idea right now. Where was this one? Right here. Oh, it looks good from here. Let's look. We might just not have this aligned enough to get it in. Looks pretty darn good. All right, so they're both aligned. They're both in. I got room for bolts on both sides. They're tight. I thought there's a spacer here. I got to look this up. I feel like there's supposed to be a spacer here, but I'm gonna look that up, figure out what it is. Check our. See, I already found it. There you go. Spacer. This spacer has to be in there. So now that it's out, extend it out. I should be able to pull this out. Extend it. And put this spacer in here. Nope, can't do the spacer. Gotta tighten this thing back up. Just a bit. Oh wait, this is the wrong tool. This one. I thought we had a spacer somewhere. Okay, this will help center better. Okay, easy peasy. Okay, we're in the spacer. We're in over there. Should be good to go. There we go. Now we're officially in. Just gonna crank these a little bit just to make sure we're stable and solid. Oh yeah. So now the engine's in. Now what's in? Now we gotta find the nuts for each side. Yep, probably in this box. Assuming there's one. Assuming there's two. Let's just hand tighten these on for right now so that we know they're not going anywhere. As long as they fit for right now, I'm happy. Okay, that's on there enough that it's not coming off. This one's right there. Just a pain in the butt to get to. But we got it. And now looking at this, I know this is part of the cover that covers the sprocket. And I have to make sure two things. One, that these get all routed properly to the right spot. Like, I think this goes up front somehow, right there. So I gotta make sure it goes under everything it needs to go under. And there's a couple, like, these have to go up in certain ways. So we have to make sure that gets all routed properly. But we got a diagram for that. But yeah, we're good. We should be able to drop the engine lift, and this should stay right in the frame, and we've got a bike in frame. There we go. We are good to go now. Just gonna lay this down. Okay, so that's where I'm gonna end today's video. I'm gonna do more work probably later. I'm gonna take a break though. But we got the engine back in the frame of the ZX-10R. It's been a long journey to get here. Thank you everyone who's been watching this. If you're new to this, check out the playlist down below, and you'll find out what's wrong with this thing now that we're to this point. It's huge. Done a lot of bike work, but not a ZX-10R before, so found everything by the manual. So it's taking me a longer time. I feel bad for the owner because I know he's not terribly upset with me, but I know he wants to ride. Like, he understands. He knew this was the case, that this was going to take forever. Well, not forever, but it's going to take time. And thank you, Tony, for giving me the time to do this. It's been a blast. Not really. Well, we've got more bolts to go in. We've got more things to put on this bike. We're going to keep playing. I'm making assumptions here that something goes in here, over there somewhere. Like, it goes in there or something. Just going to thread these in just for a little extra support. I'm 90% sure these go here. Just to give us some more support. Okay, guys. Until the next one, this has been the ZX-10R. This is a gorgeous motor that likes to now sit in this bike. And we're going to keep working. We're going to get this thing running here. We're in the home stretch now. We don't have a lot of parts left between those bolts, that box of parts. There's really, compared to what it was, there's not much left. I'm getting the adrenaline to keep going, and I'm getting I'm seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. So we're going to keep going with it. If you guys have any questions, let me know down below. I've been Zan. This has been Bike Crap. Sometimes it's crap. And yeah, episode number 6. Are we in 6 or 7? Episode, here, I'll just put them all up and edit out my fingers. Number complete. See you next time in episode Whatever. Peace, guys.